Welcome to Cereal, a story told week by week where I investigate the mysterious disappearance of classic 90s cereal Oreo O's. As I mentioned, this is episode 3. If you have not watched the previous episodes, I encourage you to pause this right now. Go and watch episode 1 and 2. It will really help you understand who some of the key players are in this, who some of the companies I'm talking about are, where Oreo O's was last seen, all that stuff. So please go watch those first 2 before you watch episode 3. Now for those of you who have seen the other 2 episodes, you will remember that I last was talking with Reddit user Chimmy45. He lives in South Korea, he's a student over there. He had mentioned previously, a couple of years ago, I found a Reddit post that he posted where he was offering to ship Oreo O's to America to people. I reached out to him wondering if he was still able and willing to do that, and he had let me know that he hadn't seen Oreo O's actually in quite some time. I reached out to him to do a phone interview and he declined, but he did message me back and he said, now this could be some troubling news, guys. If you're a fan of this show, if you're a fan of Oreo O's, please know that I do not endorse the comments here of Chimmy45, but he messaged me back and he said, that he wasn't willing to do a phone interview, and he said, I actually don't like them very much, so I didn't get them very often. Last time I had them would have been about January of last year, but he says that he does not see them in his local stores now. But he also says that he does not live in Seoul, or Seoul, however you pronounce that, Seoul at the moment. So it could just be that we don't get them where he lives, as I saw them quite a lot when he lived in Seoul. Now for those of you that don't know, Seoul is the capital of South Korea, so it would make sense there would be a wider variety, more stores, more products. If he's not currently living there, maybe he's in more of a rural area or an outskirt area, and maybe he doesn't have access to it. But he did provide us with a picture of the last time that he had Oreo O's. Interesting that he took a picture of the cereal that he doesn't like very much, but I thank Chimmy45 for providing us with this. The picture, as you can see, it has the familiar mascot of Oreo O's, the little cream guy. It's all in Korean. His milk there, his bowl, he's ready. Looks like someone who's really about to enjoy, possibly without their knowledge for the last time, one of the greatest cereals of all time. So I do thank Chimmy45 for providing that picture and a little more context as to why maybe he hasn't seen it in stores lately. I also have not received any calls back from either of the companies that I called. Dongsu Food Company, still have not been able to get in touch with them. General Mills or Post, not been able to get in touch with anyone there, and no one has returned my calls. So as you can imagine, I was beginning to get a bit disheartened. None of the major food companies that are involved with Oreo O's are getting in contact with me, and I can't ask anyone questions there. The one person that I found online who has seen Oreo O's recently and lives in an area where they sell it has informed me that he's not much of a fan of it, and actually he hasn't seen it as recently as previously thought. I began to wonder, is this a lost cause? Are we ever going to see Oreo O's again? I mean, maybe we should just put some Oreos cookies in a bowl and pour some milk on it and cut our losses. But as I became disheartened, I immediately was inspired as I remembered a few of the classic 90s products that had been coming back recently with Crystal Pepsi, Surge, a few more things like that. Some cereals, some other products, they're coming back. And so I didn't want to give up hope. I found on Facebook a community, a group called Oreo O's Movement. And some of the things that I found on here were just inspiring and uplifting, and it encouraged me to keep the search alive. People posted pictures of Oreo O's boxes with comments like "Keep the search alive," #Oreo O's movement. Tons of people were commenting saying, I really want to eat this cereal again. They need to re-release it. I wish they would bring it back so badly. I miss these so much. I want to eat this. The list goes on and on. And to just see all these comments and these people sharing it and liking it really inspired me to not give up the search for this cereal. So then, as I was inspired, someone had posted one of the commercials from the old cereal back in the day from 1998, and just for a little nostalgia boost and a little trip down memory lane, I decided to watch this commercial on YouTube. And lo and behold, what I found in this commercial was a bombshell of information, just a shining light. A new door can be opened in the investigation. Check this commercial with me and see if you recognize a familiar face.
The nation's obsession with post-Oreo oat cereal has made milk a precious commodity. How are Americans handling the crisis? 2 words: self-control. And how are others coping?
It's been tough. Very tough.
Yet you kids are eating lots and lots of Oreo O's.
Yeah.
What's that?
Right there. Right there. Look at that face, ladies and gentlemen. This is pre-Even Stevens. This is pre-Disney Channel. This is Shia LaBeouf in an Oreo O's commercial. That is right, everybody. Shia LaBeouf, film star Shia LaBeouf himself, now turned performance artist. Shia LaBeouf himself was in a commercial for Oreo O's in 1998. Now, it's not really a celebrity endorsement. It's not like he was playing himself. It's not like he was at the height of his career in this commercial. But this could potentially be the first thing that he ever did. This could be what got him into acting. And so he probably owes and has some respect for Oreos. Hopefully he liked it. You know, you hear all the time of people not doing commercials for things they don't like. He was a kid. How could he not have liked this? But this excited me. This opened up a whole new path to take for the investigation. I am going to now try to get in contact with Shia LaBeouf via Twitter or Instagram or whatever. I'm going to, start mentioning him. I believe his Twitter is the Campaign Book. Guys, we need to reach out to Shia LaBeouf, see if he has any inside information. Maybe he got some Oreo O's for life for doing this. See what he knows. The darkness that had been surrounding me has now been illuminated by a small light emanated by Shia LaBeouf. Join me this week as I pursue mentioning him on Twitter, Instagram, however need be, to try to get a response from Shia about his involvement in this Oreo O's commercial from 1998. Until then, keep pouring yourself a bowl of cereal and enjoying it every day. You never know when it'll be gone. They say that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. It starts you off with